If it is a running basketball game, the Bears in this crowd will enjoy a fun night. If Farmington can keep it fundamental and in the half court, their big men may turn the tide. 14-11, Farmington. 19-7, Bridgewater State. Our officials tonight, Joe Gintoli, Jeff Mertzel, and Larry Kavanaugh. It'll be Taylor and Dijak to tip it, and this place already electric as we get underway. And Bridgewater will take the opening possession. This is Mata. Now Connor, a deadly three-point shooter, and they'll back things out. Dijak back to Connor. They'll have to keep an eye on him. Connor for three. Yes!
That's a great start for Bridgewater. He passed up two of them, waited for the perfect opportunity. I like it, though, and look at this. They're already in the trap.
Full court pressure. We'll see how the speed of the game picks up. Wolanski open jump shot, can't get it. McLaughlin high in there for the rebound, but he loses out of bounds. And Farmington will keep possession of the basketball just 30 seconds into our first half.
Yeah, he was hoping for a foul on Andrew Dean there, but they're both going for it equally. They both collided. Ball went off him, but not a bad first possession. And if you're Eric Wolanski, you need to take that up, and you need to hit that, too.
He'll
That's
keep
a big
taking
shot.
Well, back-to-back, the three-point marksmen for each team connect. And we are underway.
Woo! That's a good way to start an NCAA game, huh?
Well, both teams can be electric offensively if they're on. Farmington, a very good three-point shooting team, the top three-point shooters in the Northern Atlantic Conference this year.
And DJ Garris is going to have to do a spectacular job on Judah Jackson. It seems to be a size mismatch. You know, Judah Jackson got a little bit of height on him, a little bit of size, not much, but Garris looks quick out there on defense, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see Garris get a few steals tonight off of Judah Jackson.
Reached in a bit there. Garris tagged for his first personal foul, first team foul. Bears hold on to the possession. This is Nick Mata, was the Conference Player of the Year in the MASCAC this season. Can't get the first to go down. Taylor the rebound, a first-team All-NAC performer.
I like that shot selection, though.
Taylor in the middle. He's been tough. Taylor and Tangway will be all over the offensive boards today. They tap the ball around, but Nick Mata able to come out with it, the leading rebounder for Bridgewater. Connor early looking for his offense. A lot coming from the perimeter for Bridgewater State. Mata going to work on Taylor, finds McLaughlin open for two.
Yeah, Matt McLaughlin is great at that. When Nick Mata and Judah Jackson ISO on that and they get double teamed, he's absolutely perfect at sitting in the corner, being patient and waiting.
Farmington taking a lot of time off the shot clock to get the ball over midcourt. The full 9 seconds in the backcourt there. You can certainly hear this is a hometown crowd as much as Farmington had traveled well. Okay. You can see the Beavers fan section right straight across from us is about 5 rows deep, and they are fighting this entire building. But so far, Eric Wolanski doing a great job. The senior guard has all 6 of Farmington's points.
Yeah, and if Wolanski stays sharp from 3, I mean, it was a contested shot, too. It's not like he's just getting open threes. He's hitting it with fans in his face, and if he continues that, he can keep Farmington in. I mean, they have the lead now. They could either keep him in the game or pull away.
You're talking about a 41% three-point shooter, and Eric Wolanski, another first-team All-NEC performer. There's Judah Jackson. A little too much energy on the first jump shot out of Jackson. And Farmington looking to extend their lead. This is Garish. Can't get it to go, and Dijak high in the air for a rebound.
They're going to need Dijak to stay in the game and power these two. He's got the size against Eric Taylor and Josh Tangway. Not the height, but the girth.
Dean the rebound off the Connor miss. Quickly ahead, Garish. Tried to go baseline, tipped out of bounds. We'll stay with Farmington.
Yeah, I mean, that's DJ Garish trying to do too much. Go around Matt McLaughlin on the baseline there, and that's real easy for Matt McLaughlin just to hit that out of bounds and reset. I think what he needs to do is drive, come back out, and you're going to get something in the middle there.
So far, not much from the Farmington big men. It has been all this guy. Again, a 3, no good. Tangway the rebound. Finds Garish at the free throw line and knocks down the 15-footer. DJ Garish, Eric Wolanski, and the Beavers knocking down their shots from the outside. They lead it by 3.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a lot of open shots. I mean, Chris Dijak, he was the only one down low with Tangway and Taylor. Bridgewater's going to have to get more players down there.
Corey Connor being aggressive early on and loses the ball out of bounds.
I don't understand how that was out on Bridgewater.
Crowd looking for a foul. They don't get one. And already we've got an electric atmosphere at the Adrian Tinsley Center.
Yeah, usually the place where they have the Bears Den symbol. Not today, though. All the NCAA signs up. But nonetheless, it still feels like a home game, and Bridgewater gets the ball on a turnover. And like we said, Taylor and Tangway will turn the ball over. Taylor right there didn't get the ball before he tried to go up with it. It's kind of like a wide receiver trying to run with it before he catches it.
First turnover of the night for Farmington. That will be a stat we keep a close eye on as these two teams match contrasting styles of play. This is Jackson, one of the most athletic guards in this region, and he can't get either shot to go down. Rebound Lelansky.
Yeah, bad sign for Bridgewater if Judah Jackson's cold to start the game, and he's going to have to step this up later in this first half and in the game.
Farmington, the early advantage on the road, thanks to Eric Lelansky's pair of three-point jump shots. Now Bridgewater trying to extend man-to-man defense and force turnovers. McLaughlin all over Garish. Now Farmington will go down low. Dean open for three. That has been the Farmington formula for success since starting the year 0-8, and the head coach and the players will tell you that 0-8 was deceiving. They said they played some great basketball, lost some close games, including a double overtime loss early in the year. But they were able to come back, get into their conference season, be a little more comfortable with their conference opponents. It's been interior toughness and exterior shooting that has led Farmington all the way to the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, that was a nasty crossover right that you just saw from Matt McLaughlin. But Andrew Dean, he's their point guard, but he can score too. I mean, he's dropped 31 already this year. You know what? This kid, everyone can shoot for this team, and there you go. Andrew Dean again, already with 6.
4 three-pointers made in the first 5 minutes for Farmington. They are doubling up the Bears at home, 14-7. Here early in the first half.
Yeah, that's exactly what they need to do to silence this crowd here at Bridgewater at the Adrian Tinsley Center. Matt McLaughlin's going to have a big game against Dean.
A lot of one and done for Bridgewater State on the offensive end as the long pass. What a catch by Tangway down low. A 60% field goal shooter. And it's because of easy shots like that. Timeout, Joe Faroba. 14:32 to go, first half. 16-7. Our score here early on NCAA TV. (16-7). Our first half score here at the Adrian Tinsley Center. 60% the field goal shooting for the University of Maine at Farmington here early on. The Beavers shooting it at 60%, the Bears at 30%, and that's the difference here in the early going. Farmington's knocked down 4 three-pointers, and they lead the game by 9.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't think that's going to stand. I mean, Bridgewater has some tendencies not to shoot well, but one thing I did like going out into that timeout was Eric Taylor, the junior, going into the bench. You would think he'd be all hyped up. Told his team to calm down. This isn't over yet. Let's keep our heads together.
Good leadership on this team as Anthony Goss drives to the rim. Goss off the bench. The 6th man for this club at about 5 points a game, and Bridgewater in the backcourt almost forcing the turnover.
Close to a travel there, but got the ball away before he moved his pivot foot. There's a steal by Judah Jackson.
Second turnover forced of the day for Bridgewater State. Kevin Leary onto the floor for Farmington. Both coaches have gone to their top bench players. And now Bridgewater will set up. A lot of half-court offense here for Bridgewater State, not their favorite. Mata open for a long jumper, and the rebound pulled down by Lelansky.
Yeah, Bridgewater's trying to drive the basket and draw fouls. Right now they're not getting the calls. We'll see if maybe they get the calls later in the game.
Farmington going to take their time, try to isolate the big guys. Jackson on Lelansky trying to cover up a dangerous three-point shooter who's already made 2 here in the first half. They've gotten 2 threes from Dean, 2 from Lelansky. Their 12 combined points have been a big part of this early spurt for Farmington. Running out of time, Lelansky took a wild shot, no good. He had a little more time than he thought. The home crowd overhyping the clock as the lob for Jackson, no good, and he's looking for a foul.
If he made that, I think it's just their night.
Taylor called for the travel. And that will take us to the under 16 timeout. 16-7. Farmington in front.